everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Now, whilst we're waiting for the Saviours of Uldum expansion to drop, my focus now is about having fun on the Wild Mode ladder, trying out cool and interesting decks, and this Duwin Reno Hunter deck is certainly different. It's very interesting, fun to play, because look, it's a Duwin deck, so it is going to put a smile on your face. It is gonna make you fall in love with playing the Hunter class all over again. That's what Duwin decks do to me. They certainly make me fall in love with playing Hunter, because that's Duwin for you. Duwin is a phenomenal deck builder. Follow him on Twitter because you will see lots of cool and innovative ideas with the Hunter class. And yes, I recorded the footage of this video from my hotel room whilst on holiday here in the UK at the beach. And so thank you to Duwin for this deck. Brought a smile to my face. It's Reno Hunter. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going up against a rogue. You'll notice that there's no Hearthstone background music or sounds in this video. I was recording this from the hotel and therefore had sound turned off on my laptop. So hopefully you're enjoying the background music instead that I've got. So we're at rank 2 and this rogue here, it's an odd rogue. We will certainly have the element of surprise. No one's going to be expecting a Reno Hunter at this rank. In fact, as I've been journeying through the ladder in the July season, I've not faced any Reno Hunters. I've faced Mech Hunters. I've faced a couple of Spell Hunters with Barnes, Yashraj, but certainly not faced any Reno Hunters. So element of surprise in our favour. So what are we looking to draw? I guess we need Reno. If we're going up against an odd rogue, eventually he'll whittle our health down. We need Reno. And of course the card that will really help us in the late stages of the game is Deathstalker Rexar for the unlimited zombie beast value. Now, picking Snipe in this game I think was particularly good in that you were always hoping that on turn 3 he would drop a Hench Clan Thug and Snipe would have taken care of it. I guess our player at rank 1 is pretty smart, so he's playing around Snipe, playing the Tar Creeper instead. But yes, this is a board control game, so as we're waiting for Rexar, as we're waiting for Reno, we want to keep the board clear, we want to keep things under control. And we're doing really well in these early turns. We're drawing the cards we need, we're drawing the solutions we need, we're drawing the answers that we need to the things that he's dropping on the board. I'm going to take the Rat Trap here because I assume at some point he'll play more than 3 cards and he'll trigger the Rat Trap. Dire Frenzy I would have liked just for the value, but there's no guarantee that we put ourselves in a situation where we've got a beast on board that we would want to buff and shuffle back into the deck. There's no guarantee we'll have that. And also, of course, if we're shuffling cards into our deck, or copies of a card into our deck, that negates Reno, and we don't want to do that. Still in a particularly good position here. It'll be interesting to see if he plays around this Rat Trap. Maybe he'll only be playing 2 cards per turn if he's smart. Just because he doesn't want a 6/6 on my side of the board. But if he's only playing 2 cards, that's going to limit him as these turns go on, and as he gets more mana available to him, that's going to limit him in terms of what he can do. Now, slowly but surely, as our health dwindles, because we're using our weapon here to clear stuff from the board, we're leveraging our health total. We do have to be careful. That was a great silence target, by the way. It was a great silence target. Probably the best silence target for us in the game, maybe. Unless you're silencing a buffed up Hedge Clan thug. I thought that was a great target. Wish I had explosive trap here. So I was offered it on a previous turn. Wow, and he is still playing around this rat trap. All credit to him. And I can't believe at this stage of the game, as we head into his turn 8, that I'm the one with the commanding presence on the board. Because at this point, if the odd rogue isn't ahead on board, and ahead on damage, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle to really win this game. And now he's going big on the board. We see the Hedge Clan Thug, we see Ziliax. But again, I'm able to keep things under control. Stitch Tracker is going to be really good for me potentially next turn in terms of what I can discover. Hopefully we can find a copy of Reno. Okay, there's the snipe. Again, keeping this weapon buffed up. That's really good for me. And I'll take that. Vastborn Slayer on an injured minion feels pretty good. And there it is. There's exactly what we were looking for. And now, again, we don't care about our health total. We can just leverage it as much as we want. See, we're at 15. He may still feel he's got a fighting chance of winning this game if he can put enough stuff down on the board. Oh wow, Subject 9 to draw what's left of our secrets. The question is, I mean, look, that rat trap's still needing to be triggered there. The question is, can we play Reno here? Are we worried about our health total? Or can we risk Subject 9? I think we risk the Subject 9 here. Because we draw these secrets that remain in our deck. Got 4 of them there. Should be enough to protect my face. Because he is going to be going face, right? You've got to assume. He's seeing me at 13 health and he's thinking, right, we can see this game out. So, killing a 1-1 there with my bow feels bad, but will mean that his 5-5 will fall prey to Freezing Trap, and that's really important. Unless he can find a way to kill me with something from hand, with me being at 10. I don't think there's a way for him to do it. I was thinking of Leroy shenanigans perhaps, but no. So now, I guess we just see what we can get from our deck. Oh look, there's another Reno, we'll take that. The question is, which one do we play? We play the one on the left or the one on the right? We'll play the one on the left. Okay. So we'll keep him guessing about what we got from Master's Call. Oh dear, he actually gets the buff. Interesting. But there's Deathstalker Rexar, which makes me a little bit more confident now when facing down a 9/9. And we can actually kill it here. We can actually face tank it, and with the armor gain from Rexar, face tanking a 9 attack minion there only puts us down to 26. That's fine. And this bow is continuously getting buffed. Mukla there, that's pretty insane. And actually now, he's on the back foot at 16 health. Rexar's zombie beasts are just going to continue carrying us now for the rest of the game. We will outvalue him. He's running out of resources. And this is just game over. And if we need it, we have the second Reno. He may still think that he can push for damage here. And with Reno played, he may still think he has a fighting chance if he can put me low enough. But we have the second Reno, there's nothing he can do. It's just a question of when do we play it. And I love creating zombie beasts. It's so fun. Deathstalker Rexar has to be my favourite card in the game, for sure. And happy to now finally use up our bow. Rather keep the board clean. Because really and truly, we don't need the bow to carry us now for the rest of the game. Zombie Beast value on its own, and Reno is just enough. I also love my opponent's name, Strange Alien. That's a cool name. And playing Reno there, before we play the Hero Power, just because I wanted to get Reno in before my opponent concedes. Had to get it in. And this is game over. There is absolutely nothing that he can do now to come back in this game. Feels really good. This is evidence right here this deck works. I mean, what you saw was me draw a lot of answers to the questions that he was posing. So I drew very well in this game. very, very well. And I'm sure there are circumstances, I'm sure there are situations where you won't draw as well. But I was fortunate here. So, Duwin's Reno Hunter. Before we form a judgment on this deck, I think it's worth just thinking about Reno decks in general. I was listening to, I think it was Slizzle466 talk about Reno Warlock. And someone asked him, Slizzle, is Reno Warlock good? And words of wisdom from Slizzle were that Reno decks are flexible. You can tech cards in to match up to match up against the pocket of the meta that you're facing, which makes the deck very, very flexible. And if you can tech cards in like that, and if you're smart about the cards you're playing in the deck, then Reno Lock is certainly solid and can work. So I think we can apply a similar logic to Reno Hunter. Obviously, the assumption is that Reno Warlock is probably superior to Reno Hunter if you're ranking the different Reno deck lists. And I think that's always been the case, right? Reno Warlock has always been viewed as the best Reno deck. But the thing about Hunter is, ever since Deathstalker Rexar came about, from a value standpoint, I think Hunter is unbeatable. Sure, Reno Lock has Gul'dan, it has Enzoth, but once the waves of minions are cleared from Gul'dan and Enzoth, what do you have left? Right, so if you're looking at long-term value, if you're looking at unbeatable value, Deathstalker Rexar is, I think, just superior and incredible in that regard, and so much more fun to play. So I think that's what Reno Hunter has going for it: fun and unlimited value. So if you like that style of play, then I think this deck is for you. Can I just point out that Azalina Soul Thief is in this deck, which is mental. Right, so if you want to see Azalina do some work, I would suggest you check out Duwin's Twitter, because I'm sure there are screenshots on there of him doing crazy things with Azalina. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed playing this deck. I mean, obviously the games, they take some time because it's a Reno deck, so if you're looking for ultra quick games, this deck is probably not for you. But if you're looking for fun and something different, something unique, and something unexpected on the ladder, then this deck certainly is for you. Thanks again to Duwin for this deck, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun. My next video will feature a Reno Cthulhu Shadowwalk deck, because we'll be facing one of my good friends, Beardy Man. It'll be a video of me bullying him with the deck. So yes, until next time, take care everyone, and wishing you all good RNG on the Hearthstone ladder.